wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the KVJ show. Happy Thursday. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today?
Yeah, almost the weekend.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
It's Earth Day.
Yeah, it is.
I get my vaccine second shot today.
Oh, you do?
I do.
I was talking to some of my weird and whatever friends, and they are getting the vaccinations and all that stuff, and they said it kind of knocked them down a peg a couple days.
Yeah, the first shot was a breeze for me and Panda. But Panda got his second shot on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it knocked him out. He wasn't able to get out of bed.
Really?
He was having sweats and chills at the same time for like 20 hours straight.
Well,
wow.
Vicky missed our Weird and Whatever podcast last Wednesday because she was sick, and I asked her, why were you sick? Vaccination.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I think you get sick as a dog, but for some people it only lasts like 24 hours. I think a few people get 48 hours.
I'm hearing some people even with a 49-hour one.
Wow. That long, huh?
Now I'm
Okay.
nervous. I wasn't nervous, but now I'm nervous.
Well,
I don't want to be sick, so I've been going and reading up on everything, and they say to drink a bunch of Gatorade. So I came to work and I'm hit the vending machine for the Gatorade. There's no Gatorade.
I'm not going to lie, Kevin, we are in dark times when it comes to our vending machine situation
Oh, no,
here
what's
at
going
work.
on?
The vending
Well,
machine is
Let's
sad.
get to the real problems.
We think the guy quit. There hasn't been a
What?
decent working vending machine with the proper snacks. We're going probably 4 weeks deep.
Well, they're going to get a new machine coming up.
Okay.
And so what we think is going on is they're just waiting for all of us to deplete whatever's in there now and then bring in the new machine. But the stuff in there now has been in there for a while.
Wow, so it's kind of like we need a major snack raid. That's what they need to do. Buy out the machine, just put all the snacks on the table, and let's move on with the next round.
I was going to do a little vlog, bust the whole story open, then I realized nobody gives a crap.
I care.
I know you care, but it's tough when you're doing a vlog for one.
Yeah, you could just tell her.
You just lose the spirit.
Just
for
lean over and be
someone.
like, hey, Virginia.
It's a lot of editing for one person.
Yeah, wow, okay. People wanted to lay some money on whether or not you're going to get sick from your next vaccine shot, Virginia, so we can start the gambling on that.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, why not?
I'm sure someone will be offended by it.
I'm pumping myself with vitamins and fluids, and I drank already a squeezed juice this morning. I'm going to drink another one in a little bit. I'm just going to pump myself with squeezed juices and Gatorade all day.
Do you need a taste of the sun? The Capri Sun. I've got plenty.
It's only like 3% juice, so no.
Better than no percent.
Sugar water with
true.
flavorings and crap.
All right,
It's true.
Never mind. try to be polite.
Yeah, I saw a whole list of things to do. I think you're right on with the Gatorade. Maybe it's vitamin C. There was a couple other things that they recommend.
I've been eating
do.
Rocco's Flintstone vitamins like it's candy.
Oh my gosh, seriously? Someone would have to take them away from me. I love a Flintstone vitamin, and I would eat a pound of them.
They're really kind of fun.
They're great. I've always loved them.
Okay.
I take his vitamins every day.
You can't eat a bunch of them, though.
No, you shouldn't. I've had like 3
Gotta
already
say.
today.
Yeah, I think you kind of get sick, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
It goes through you.
Yeah, right. You get the runs.
Yes.
Okay, so beware. All right, well, here we are. It is KVJ, Kevin, Virginia, Jaybird. We got Denny's, we got Suits, and we're all up on YouTube right now for the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, it looks like the boyfriend that was smacking Hayden Pantier around has now officially been sentenced to 45 days in jail. He pled no contest to 2 felony counts of injuring a spouse or girlfriend. He multiple times has had the cops called on him for being mean to her, and one of them was back in May, one of them was back in July. I guess he was arrested. He was arrested on Valentine's Day for assaulting her.
Jeez.
That's not cool.
It's a terrible present.
What kind of jerk assaults you on Valentine's
Right.
Day? I'm sad that he just got 45 days in jail. He should have got more. Rhonda Rousey has a big announcement for everybody. Here is Rhonda.
Is it that she's going to be fighting at WrestleMania next year?
How do I put this? Pow! 4 months pregnant. Oh, what? You didn't even know. Last 4 months. Woo! Yeah. I've been pregnant since January. So 4 months. Woo, baby bump. I can't hide it anymore. So it's time to show it off. Thank you, everybody, for all the well wishes and all the positivity to get us to this point. Baddest baby on the planet. Coming to you soon.
Watch out.
September 22nd.
Okay. All right.
I feel like she'll get in the hospital, push twice, and bam, the baby's just going to come out.
Just come flying out of her.
It will, and then she'll fight 3 days later.
Yeah.
She'll have a fight all ready to go.
Totally. In other news, Lamar Odom is talking about the Kardashian curse. Did you know about this, Jay Bird?
Yeah, I do. Because my ears start to bleed every time you talk about them.
That's stupidity because everybody goes to if I had your family on tape, people would be like, yo, this family is crazy. You see all the drug addicts, all the sex, they share their life with you. So you see everything. Maybe it's overexposed, but is it? People love it.
Okay.
I was thinking about that. If somebody did a reality show on my family growing up, and we didn't really kind of know what was going on, we were just at our own devices, people would think we were crazy. Crazier than what you probably think of me now.
That good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad, so sad.
I know.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What do you think about today, Jay Bird?
I love going grocery shopping. I think it's fun, especially if you have everything done and there's nothing pending. You can take your time, go down the aisles, put your headphones on. And one of my favorite things to do is go to Publix.
Okay.
First thing I do, I walk right over to the soda fountain. I get a big old soda, and then I walk around. And I love Publix soda. They have great crushed ice. The whole experience is great. But they went to that whole paper straw. And that, it kind of took away from the experience. And halfway through shopping, you realize your straw, they still haven't nailed the whole recyclable straw yet. But I was at Publix yesterday, the one by my house, and I noticed they had all plastic straws. Have they gone back to the plastic because people were complaining so much? For people who drink soda and love Publix, it's a big deal because you like to walk around with your soda.
Yeah.
And those paper straws are horrible.
Yeah, one thing that I had noticed, and I'm just kind of curious if this is what happened to you, because the same thing had happened to me. I kind of went on a rant about paper straws because I got in a smoothie at Whole Foods. It's all thick and cold, and there's no way that the paper straws they had, they would mush, and it just wasn't powerful enough. I'm like, this is not working. It's a terrible combination.
It's like your straw has ED.
And so I had gone back, and I don't remember if it was Whole Foods or somewhere else. Maybe I think it was at Bradley's is where I was. I think this is where I had this revelation. I was at ER Bradley's, and they had a straw there. And I was like, well, that's interesting. They've gone back to the plastic straw. And I started looking on the wrapper a little bit more, and I read it, and it was a biodegradable material that is Earth Day friendly, that is a recyclable product that is not necessarily paper, and it's not weak, and it had the same kind of durability as a plastic straw, but not with the same problems. I was like, okay, maybe we have finally solved the paper straw dilemma.
Well, then I'm really curious. Did I have a plastic straw? Did I have some kind of Earth Day straw?
You might have had this new technology revolutionary straw that has the durability of plastic, but is recyclable.
Well, I recorded it just in case somebody cared. And it sounds like a couple people do care in here, which I like.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it felt like plastic. It looked like plastic.
I know. That's what I thought, too, because I was looking at it. I'm like, I can't believe Nick here has gone back to the plastic. And I started investigating a little bit more. I'm like, oh, interesting.
They have to have made advancements because the market demands it. I mean,
Yeah.
You think you're the only guy screaming about paper straws? I think that they've probably all gone to the advanced, to one that tastes like plastic, but it's really paper.
Well, it's all news to me, and I would love to talk to someone from Publix. I want to set the record straight. I love their product, just a curious consumer.
Yeah, I think you got to be a Karen and ask for the manager when you're there.
No, but it's not a complaint. It's honest.
I know, but I mean, anytime you ask for the manager, you're a Karen, even if it's a good thing.
Really? Even a compliment? I don't
Kinda.
know, man. I don't like that. Because sometimes I like to compliment the place.
You need to get to the bottom of it, and I think the manager is the only one that's really going to know for sure.
And I'm not trying to blow up this big scandal. I really take my fountain soda seriously.
Yeah.
And paper straws, I see what they were trying to do. It ain't cutting the mustard, y'all.
No, and I think they realized that. And it was kind of a back to the drawing board thing because I know when I ranted about this, it was sometime maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
And it got a lot of fire behind it because people are like, yes, this is not the solution. We get it. We want to save the planet. Plastic straws are the devil. We're there with you, but this is not it.
Well, you could argue that the paper straws are actually horrible for the environment because it makes everyone angry. It gets people in a bad mood.
Yeah.
People are fighting in the street.
Yeah. paper straws are terrible for the environment. That's all I got.
Yeah, today is the Earth Day. And there are quick, easy little things that you can do to observe here today. Clearly, recycling, those kind of things are big. Just turning off lights when you leave a room. Even if you just do that, be like, you know what? Hey, I celebrated Earth Day. Good for you. They said that some of the things that actually we enjoy doing when it comes to Earth Day is flattening cardboard boxes. Some people find it to be actually therapeutic.
It's tough to flatten a cardboard box and not want to dance on it.
You just have breakdancing in your soul.
Yeah.
I have breakdance fever.
Yeah.
I get it. They say that some of the other things that are actually starting to take kind of a foothold in our society, people using reusable water bottles to avoid using plastic.
That's a big thing. I've seen a lot of people start to talk about that on social media. Reuse your old, thingy, whatever it is, made of non-terrible chemicals.
Yeah.
There's this one kind of glass they use that's great for the environment. Mm-hmm. It's water they're usually drinking.
They say that consignment stores are really good because people are donating more clothes now instead of just chucking them away and finding waste. Because what you may not want to use, somebody else might. Like I bought this $5 jacket at consignment.
Your outfit is on point, by the way.
Thank you.
Look great today.
I feel great today. Thank you very
Wow,
much.
I got to stand up and look at you.
That's a raving review.
Love your shirt.
Wow.
Yeah, it is a Wyatt design. I remember I'd done a fashion show. One of the Coke kids, he had his own little fashion thing.
Yes.
And so this is one of his shirts.
Fancy.
To give him a shout out.
You're making them richer. That's just what they need.
Yes, right. I know they've been struggling.
They're hurting.
Yes, they don't have enough money these days. And another thing they said that people are doing, Earth Day things that's really turned around, Denny's is on to this, growing your own produce.
Yes, Denny's.
Yeah.
He's good.
Him and his wife are good. They really belong in a different time, the 70s maybe.
They should have been on Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
An old TV show.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I talked to my mom yesterday. I'm planning to visit everybody this summer. Haven't seen everybody because of the COVID. So I was talking to my mom on the phone, and she basically doesn't leave the house. The only thing she does is she goes to church on Sunday and the grocery store on Wednesday, and that's it. That's the only time she ever leaves her house.
Okay.
And I was like, Mom, I really want to come see you, but I think you have to get the COVID shot. You got to get your vaccine. You got to do this. It's available now, readily available to pretty much everyone. So get out there and get it. And she doesn't want to do it. She's very hesitant to do it.
Okay.
But I don't want to go see her until she gets it done. So how do I talk her into doing it?
Just say, I'm not going to come see you until you get it done.
She don't care.
Yeah. Well, it'd be like, never see you
I'm
again.
the one that wants to see her.
Yeah.
I don't think she would care if I said I wasn't coming to see her for 10 years. She's just kind of like, whatever, man.
Yeah, I think, we're going to start getting into new places where this is probably going to happen within families. It's going to be more intimate, where you're going to have some people that just don't want to get the vaccine. And you're not going to want to be around people who don't have the vaccine. And what are these families going to do? You, I think, are going to have the dilemma that a lot of families are really going to start coming into when you've got a strong-minded vaxxer against somebody who's strongly minded against.
And there's more people. It's really crazy. We were talking a little bit about it last night before we started our podcast, and people are it's turning political. It's turning. it's almost kind of like, who did you vote for? Who did you vote for? People are afraid to say whether they vaccinated or not because it causes such an emotional outcry. Either if you do get it, you're a great human. If you don't get it, you don't care about humans.
Now tell me, so you don't want to go see her until she has the vaccine, afraid that you might bring it to her?
Yeah, if I travel and I somehow bring it to her and expose her, usually when I'm there, we do stuff. We go. So I'd be coming to Texas and then wanting to take her places.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sit in her house and just stare at her for 3 days. I want to do stuff with her. I want to go places. She usually does enjoy. Like, I'll take her to the movies. I'll take her to go shopping. All the stuff that she never does. She doesn't leave the house.
Why does she care? So I'm kind of confused. Why is she so? I don't get.
She's afraid to get it. She doesn't want to go get it.
Did she say why she's afraid to get it?
No, she's just very hesitant. She wants to wait and see how it all shakes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go and you're vaccinated, she's still gonna have. She will have an issue with it, or you don't want to sit at the house for 3 days.
She's not scared of me. I'm scared of taking her out and about.
But you might have to just go out there and not go out.
I know.
That's what.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting to the place, and I know with my family, I've got parents that are likely not going to get it, and I would take it with them. Be like, it's a choice. You all make choices in your own life, and if you choose to not get it and live your life, then okay, I would say if you get it, you get it. That's a choice they're making. That's the risk, and that's your own personal health decisions that we're all entitled to make. But it's not your responsibility to make sure she doesn't get COVID. It's her responsibility, if she's really concerned about it, to go get the vaccine. And if she's not, then okay, you're a big girl, Mom. You know?
And the other thing,
you
too,
make your own choices.
It's not like you're going out to go see all the beautiful sights in Texas. You're there to see your mom. Even if she doesn't want to go out, have 3 cozy days at the house. Have a picnic indoors. There's fun things you can do. I know that it's not your jam, but it's 3 days. Your mom's older. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
I know you want to party it up in Texas.
Well, I just like taking her out and doing stuff with her and like having memories because she doesn't ever leave the house. She's like getting really timid, and with the medication she's on for her bipolar, it makes her very subdued and not like it just makes her not want to do anything. And this is a woman that used to run the streets.
How old is she?
She is 73.
Okay, so you got to understand something. I saw it with my Aunt Ann, because Ann was very active, but with each year on the planet, you slow down a little bit, and all of a sudden, what was 5 years ago, it adds up. I'm just saying, your mom might be slowing down, and she may not want to go out and explore. She may like staying in. I know a lot of older people that do love that. Hell, I like that.
I know, but I'm still just worried too about even when she goes to church or the grocery.
But but again, it's her issues.
I know.
And that's what I say with my parents. I'm like, okay, you guys are adults, and if you guys get COVID and you die, then that's your choice. They're going through life. They're making the choice.
I know. I hear you. But your parents aren't mentally ill. And that's where my struggle is.
I don't know. Talking to my dad's psychiatrist.
Okay, maybe your parents are.
I think all of our parents are mentally ill.
Yeah.
I mean that with love, by the way.
Yeah.
I think we're all.
I don't think she makes the best choices. That's all I'm saying. And
okay.
it's sad because I want her to enjoy her golden years. I want to take her.
And look, everyone knows COVID does not go into the churches.
Tell that choir in the beginning of COVID that like 80 of them caught it from each other and singing.
I know it was a joke, and I know you have to tell people that it was a joke.
My mom sings in the choir.
I get it. Again, joke.
What I got on my mind here today is, I mentioned this, I think it was just even yesterday. We were talking about biopics, however you want to say it, about some of these bands that were out there, talking about Culture Club and how they're working on casting one right now with somebody to play Boy George. And I was like, man, there are a lot of those, because they came out with the one about Queen, they had the one about Elton John, both really enjoyable stories and movies. And I was talking about all the other bands that should have one, and I mentioned Kiss, and Netflix heard me. They were listening to the show yesterday, and in just one day, they greenlit a new Kiss biopic called Shout It Out Loud. So they're going to be doing this for Kiss. So I'm really happy we talked about this, because they are going to make my wish come true.
If they do it where it's realistic, I'm going to love this movie.
There's
I
a lot
love
of drama in the
idea.
band. There's a lot of drama in the band. Yeah, they've done one with Motley Crue. Netflix did one there, The Dirt, and it was fantastic because most of these bands are like dysfunctional marriages, and there's so much drama. Meanwhile, all you were seeing was them smiling on stage and listening to their hits on the radio. But meanwhile, behind the scenes,
It's chaos.
it was chaos. It was going on, and they're getting money thrown at them, and fame, and hotels. And they're trying to manage all this stuff while they're just regular people who don't know how to deal with it like you and I wouldn't either. And it makes for great stories. So I'm very excited. So yesterday I'd also thrown out Duran Duran. I think would be a fascinating one I'd love to see.
Well, the way I look at it, if Elton John's getting one, and then you have Culture Club get one, Billy Joel should get one. He
Absolutely,
could easily.
yeah, he could.
There's drama. He tried to commit suicide at one point in his life.
It might already be in the works.
Money was stolen
Yeah.
from him.
I think Billy, too, I think Billy comes off as more like he doesn't want you to know all his secrets.
That's probably true.
And he knows he's got just as juicy a story as Kiss, but he's above all that, and you don't get to know his secrets.
I do agree with you. You're right. Their secrets we'll never know.
Kiss will sell out their secrets for the money.
They'll sell anything out. Just ask Gene Simmons. Everything is for sale.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, there are many reasons why Denny's might have concern for his boy Jay Bird. A lot of things possibly you could have an intervention for, but there is one thing that apparently is standing out here that he is concerned that he thinks Jay Bird might just be consuming too much of Virginia.
Can we guess?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you think it
what
might
you
be?
get.
Porn.
Oh, okay. He's got a porn addiction.
No, I don't have that.
I was sure that was it.
Okay.
That's a real thing, and a lot of people struggle with that.
Whiskey.
No. I don't drink as much whiskey as you think.
Yeah, he does all his drinking on the show, Virginia. Yeah, it's not that. Denny's, what is it that you're concerned about? Because if it's not porn and whiskey, I mean, what other fun thing is there left in life?
Yeah, you'd think it would be alcohol or something big like that, but I think he's consuming too much cheese.
Oh. Why do you say that, and why are you concerned about cheese consumption?
Well, I've seen the amount of cheese that he consumes. I mean, I've seen you order pizza 3 days in a row, and my concerns lie with that it's not good for your heart health, especially as you age, yes.
You got that family history, bruh?
My dad also kind of speaks against cheese. We do. We come from a long line of cheese lovers. I think we like cheese more than your average family. I don't know. You like cheese a lot, too.
I do, but I know when to say when. I'm not like you over there, a maniac, a Tasmanian cheese devil.
You would be the worst person to bring to an intervention, by the way. Virginia.
I'm not going.
Yeah. Then you go to an intervention, then we have one for you.
I thought I'd heard even recently that there were some studies about cheese actually being good for you.
I think again, it's how much you ride the bull. You know, I do like cheese. Cheese is it's
and there's
my
healthier
favorite.
cheeses.
Oh,
out there.
sure, and
There's
that's not the one he eats.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's non-healthy
okay.
cheeses
He eats
too.
pasteurized cheese products.
or even American cheese.
I like
technically. Yes.
If there's ever been a cheese shaming going on, it's happening right now.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's a big game.
Look, I love Velveeta too.
I mean,
But-
another one, yes.
You lost the message when you invited a witch to your ceremony.
Would you feel better if you moved to a healthier cheese?
Healthier cheese, and I think, honestly, just reduction. I think
Okay.
everything's a balance. I think you
Yeah.
can live in a cheese world.
He's eating that much cheese, huh?
Well, that's smoked Gouda at Publix right now. I'm on a smoked Gouda run.
Okay.
He bought that big wheel.
Boy,
Some
sounds
people
good.
like cocaine, other people like cheese wheels. I don't know.
Okay, well, this is probably a bad time for this. Coming up here in a second, I'm going to tell you, apparently Stouffer's is coming out with something called Lasagna Mac.
Oh, my God.
Oh, see?
I won't
See?
say the full title because it's one of those words Denny's doesn't want to hear around
I mean,
here.
this country set me up to fail with the products they make.
It really
Kevin
is.
doesn't want to work you into a frenzy.
Yeah.
So he stopped saying cheese.
Please don't say the C word around here.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
It'll set him off. Well, this could not be good news for Jay Bird, who may or may not be battling a serious cheese addiction. Stouffer's has just announced that they're coming out with a Lasagna Mac. And I don't think I need to tell you what the tail end of that word is.
Well, first of all, I'm a huge Stouffer supporter.
Oh, you are?
Always
You're
have
a
been.
big fan.
That's who I buy my family enchiladas off of.
What they're going to be doing is they're going to take a normal slice of lasagna, but the middle layer is now going to be macaroni and cheese.
It's a great move. Oh, my
It's interesting because I thought no one else was going to take you up on this carb-on-carb thing. I'm like, that's just so many carbs.
Oh, Stouffer's is my kind of people.
now-
They market to a guy like me.
And all of a sudden, Stouffer's has been listening.
They have. That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah,
They do. They pack on the cheese with their product.
Okay, well, I'm sure it's going to have a lot of cheese in it, and Denny's is going to be worried about your health. It's going to hit grocery stores sometime this summer. It's only going to be out for a limited time, though.
Denny just proposed a challenge to me during
What?
the that song that I was playing. He wants to see if I can not eat cheese for 30 days.
Whoa.
I mean,
Okay.
I could do it.
Yeah, but then on day 31, you're going to have 10 pounds of cheese.
I mean, do you think I could do 30 days without bitching and moaning?
No.
No.
Well, I think the real problem is going to be that you eat cheese pizza. And
I would have to.
what would you do on your pizzas if you don't have the cheese?
Well, I'm not going back to the lentil soup diet that I was on back in the October of Death. We remember that.
Yes, when you thought you were dying.
Yeah, so we would have to. I just have to find some things that are not cheese. I could do this. I could do 30 days in my sleep without cheese.
Well, you love grilled cheese and pizza. Those seem to be about two of your favorite foods.
and then cheese enchiladas.
And then cheese enchiladas.
But I got to give them up then. If I'm going to accept the Denny's
Yeah.
challenge,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I need to lose a little weight too.
Okay.
Okay.
My dad speaks very poorly of cheese.
He does?
He loves it, but
Really?
I think it caused some health issues, man.
It did.
I think
for
so.
him, huh?
I think.
Interesting. Yeah, I enjoy cheese.
Do you on keto? You can eat it.
Yeah. I don't care. I eat it. Yeah.
All right.
I'm good with it.
When's the last time you put cheese in your body?
I mean, I love cheese. I had turkey cheese roll-ups yesterday that I made.
Okay. So
Wow.
she's eating it.
Why are you mad?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
You kind of made a face.
I'm not. I didn't say anything.
Judgy.
Yeah, I do the keto thing, and if you are on the same diet as I am, you might have a little bit of bacon in your diet, and TikTok has let you know now the perfect way to make it. They always do these food hacks on TikTok. I've been buying into a lot of them. In fact, my wife, you want to talk about somebody that's eating a lot of cheese, pretty much every night she does that thing with the waffle iron where she puts cheese down, a little pepperoni in it, cheese on top, kind of like makes just a all cheese sandwich basically, and then she dips that in marinara.
That's a very triggering story for a guy like me.
I know. I'm sorry. All this cheese is here now.
He can't handle it, Kevin.
Yeah. So the latest bacon hack on TikTok, they say if you twist your bacon into a corkscrew shape before you cook it, you'll end up with the crispiest and chewiest bacon you've ever had.
Ooh.
Did you know about this, Mama?
I did not.
They said first take raw bacon and twist each slice into a corkscrew shape, then put it on a rack and a baking sheet, toss it in the oven at 375 for 30 to 35 minutes, and bam, when it comes out, the best bacon ever.
And it's curly, too.
Yeah.
That would look cute, like sticking out of a Bloody Mary.
I love when you can do some creativity with your food. It's so fun.
Oh, my friend made bacon roses. And it was
Yeah.
like a
Oh, wow,
rose
cool.
out of bacon. I was like, this is amazing. My other friend made candied bacon. Oh, it was so
okay.
good. I was like a crack addict on that candied bacon.
Do you
Yeah.
want to do breakfast today? It's on the bird.
No, I'm getting my COVID shot today. I'm juicing all day. I'm not going to do anything yucky.
Well, you can't eat hash browns if you're getting a COVID shot?
No, I don't think I should. I'm going to try to keep it clean. Clean eating, healthy eating today.
Okay, all right. Good time bird has got shut down again. I'm over here trying to live my best life.
I'm over here trying not to be sick on Friday.
So what do you think your diet's going to consist of if you take Denny's up on the 30-day no cheese challenge?
Well, I'll probably have to get into some nuts, get into some fruits.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to make that next level to get back into somewhat of a healthier.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
healthier
go,
bird.
I go up and down, baby. It just,
You're
know,
a man of extremes.
I've always have been.
Yeah.
Always will. I'll die as a man of extremes. It's
Swinging
my
to one
personality.
side or the other.
Yeah. I at least understand that's how my personality is, so I just fly her accordingly.
Well, you want to make sure that you're probably on the diet tip when you die because you look better in your casket.
I kind of want to look fat when I die.
You do?
Yes.
You want to fill up all the edges?
Dog, I do not want to die hungry. I want to die with a little bit of girth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so
He
you're gonna
wants to know he went out right.
okay.
Yeah.
His last days were happy, not dieting.
He wants us to have to carry his casket and have a back thrown out or
Oh,
two.
if the doctor told me I have 6 months to live, it would be just 1 6-month pizza party.
You would go to extremes. No
Oh,
30-day,
yes.
no cheese challenge. Okay, well, day one begins today for Bird. Some of the celebrities having a birthday today. Give a quick shout out to Machine Gun Kelly, turning 31 today. Sure, he's going to be celebrating it with his woman.
Just looking into each other's eyes
Yeah.
the entire day.
The love affair they have.
Hot and heavy. Oh, it'll fizzle by definitely 4th of July.
What's that name she calls him? His love flame or soul flame?
Soul Flame.
Yeah, he's hooked up with former Port St. Lucie resident Megan Fox, so they make a lovely couple together. Amber Heard is turning 35 today, and Jack Nicholson is 84. Also, happy birthday to Heather, soon to be Gigi. Okay. Love Jess, Gage, and your first grandbaby.
Oh, she's going to be a Gigi. That's what some people call grandma.
Okay, all
so
right.
the new baby will be here soon.
Lakeland is what they're calling her.
Aw.
That's cute. Jess sent that in. Also, happy 5th birthday to my snugglebug Dalton. Mommy loves you. A bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck, and oodles from Megan, longtime listener in Orlando.
Aw,
Cute
love it.
photo.
Adorable kid.
Absolutely. On Kvj TV, you can go to YouTube and see that great smile he's got there. All right, you got a birthday you want on the KVJ show, you let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. We were talking a little bit about the TikTok bacon hack a second ago, where you twist the bacon up into a corkscrew before you cook it.
I can't wait to try that.
Yeah, they say it's how you get the crispiest and chewiest bacon that you've ever had, and they recommend putting it in an oven for 30 to 35 minutes at 375.
Yeah, do some people cook their bacon in the microwave?
Yes.
That's gnarly. That's gross.
My
to
mom
me.
she used to have a bacon cooking tray just for the microwave made out of plastic that would guarantee to put plastics in your bacon.
and your body.
Yeah, So it was
I'm
a
sure
nice
you're-
combo.
You're filled with plastic from that thing.
Oh, absolutely. But it wasn't very good.
Bacon or hot dogs in the microwave?
Yeah. And a quick reminder, too, the Bacon and Bourbon Fest is going on this weekend at the Wellington Town Center Promenade, Saturday and Sunday.
That sounds like a lot of fun right there.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of feeling that, too. So I'm going to
You
be...
need a Chewbacca for that thing, a little co-pilot?
You come along. I'm going to try to pitch the queen on it. I'm trying to get her out. I pitch all these ideas. It's kind of fun because every weekend, I pitch ideas and, try to sell them. It's kind of what it is. And so it's interesting to see which ones take, which ones don't. I'm going to pitch the Bacon and Bourbon Fest. I'm hoping for that.
Well, look, your work wife over here
I'll
is
let you know,
crazy
yeah.
about the idea.
Yeah.
Can she ride in the back seat?
I'm hoping for a big Saturday. I think I've already got her sold on the Delray Beach Market that is going to be opening up on Saturday, but I've seen some photos already on social media, and what I think won it is they have a Bloody Mary bar there, a stand. I know it's in for you, Jaber, but you want to talk about throwing some bacon into a Bloody Mary? The Bloody Mary they showed a photo of yesterday, I saw on Facebook. I'm like, oh man, that looked great.
The Queen likes a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Yeah.
That was one thing. We
That's
both
how you
love the Bloody
get her.
Marys. Yeah, that was it.
People typically don't get their buzz on with the Bloody Mary, right? You don't get sloshed on Bloody Mary.
They do it for a lot of the brunches, but I don't get it because I love a Bloody Mary, but I can't do more than one. One is enough. It's like a meal.
It's supposed to be good for the hangover. It's
I
filled with
guess.
tomato and vegetable juice.
It's
and
flavorful, but it is. It's like having an entree, and then I'm like, no, I don't need two entrees. One's good.
Kind of shocked no one tried to do a potato version of that, like a potato Bloody Mary kind of a thing.
Okay, what would it be?
Well, you could probably do the same concept. Instead of tomato, do potato. Mix some vodka in there.
Potato juice?
Potato, just, I don't know, smush it up. You could do some potato juice in there.
Are you okay?
No.
What?
So wait.
Never mind. Let's eject. Let's move along. You have ideas. Some of them work. A lot of them don't.
A lot of them don't.
So it's like runny mashed potatoes with vodka in it?
Yeah, I personally think it could work. But you
I
know
do.
what? You know what?
Okay.
A lot of people.
Why
in
don't
this,
you work on that?
It's hard to get up the straw.
A lot of people in this room doubted me with that bird bomb, and look at that. We've had wild success with the bird bomb. Okay.
Yeah, stick with that. That was good. That was a hit. This might be your Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, don't get too cocky. He's riding high off the bird bomb.
I am. I'm riding real high.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
I think this one's a bird turd.
Yeah, your confidence up.
Drama, drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing. Facebook fishing.
Well, this one kind of spoke to me because I'm one of those people that when we go to Whole Foods, we always do the self-checkout stuff, and I double bag in the paper. And it's sturdier, and my wife kind of reuses the bag, so it's kind of good for us. In fact, I saw Amazon's got something new. They're going to be rolling out biometric technology at their Whole Food stores around Seattle that will let shoppers pay for items with a scan of their palm.
Ooh,
How crazy is that, huh?
that's weird. They know too much.
I don't like it. I don't want them knowing what kind of bones I got on my hand.
You don't, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, they say it will not impact jobs at Whole Foods, so if you're worried about firing more people, it's not going to, apparently, according to the company. But new technology so that you don't have to contact anything or making it easier for you to check out. Kinda cool.
Touchless.
I don't know where they stand on people like me who double bag. They haven't rebuked me yet, but somebody did on this first little post that came through. This one was up on Facebook. So, and this little digital drama exchange here. I'm going to play the guy who's double bagging because I do. And then I'm going to have Denny's play the Walmart worker here. Or actually, I'm sorry, this is Walmart that this happened.
Well, we have a
Whole
lot of
Foods.
experience. I mean, Denny's got a lot of experience with Walmart workers. So.
I'll harness the acting skills here because I've experienced a lot of poor situations in Walmart.
Okay, all right. So just channel that typical Walmart worker that you run into. Okay, so basically to set the tone here, I'm at Walmart scanning and bagging almost $300 worth of groceries when the checkout monitor confronts me.
Why are you double bagging all your groceries?
Excuse me?
Why are you wasting our bags?
If you don't like the way that I'm bagging the groceries, feel free to come on over here and, you know what, bag them yourself.
That's not my job.
Okay, then, well, I'm going to bag my groceries how I please if that's all right with you.
Why are you using 2 bags?
Because the bags are weak and I don't want the handles to break or the bottoms to rip out?
Well, that's because you're putting too much stuff in the bag. If you took half the stuff out and put it in a different bag, then you wouldn't need to double bag.
Oh, you've been called out.
So I just stand there staring at this Walmart worker for about 10 seconds, and then I say, so you want me to split these items in half and put half of them in a different bag so that I don't have to double bag?
Exactly.
So I would still be using 2 bags to hold the same number of items.
Never mind. You just don't get it.
And with that, the Walmart worker went back to their little podium to continue texting.
Honestly, I don't even know if you get that. I mean, be happy you got that much help.
Yeah.
Does not help.
I got yelled at and scolded for having too much stuff in the self-checkout. If you have more than like 10 items, they will come over to you and say something.
It's on, There's a sign there too. Yeah.
I didn't read the sign.
You're not supposed to. Yeah. The whole checkout industry. It's a mess right now. It really is.
It is.
The line is always 6 people deep to have the cashier do it. So I always want to go to self-checkout at Walmart.
It's easy to steal stuff too. I mean, there's a lot of problems with it.
Okay. Got another post here with some digital drama between Shane and Monique. They had an interesting exchange here. Jaybird's going to play the role of Shane. Virginia, you're going to be Monique.
Okay.
Gen Z is effing up our country so bad. Y'all complain, but don't know Jack S-bomb. You have ruined everything for everyone. We must pray that a miracle happens. Jesus, take the wheel.
Shane, Jesus needs to take your wheel because your alcoholic ass got a DUI 2 months ago. Your cousin told me all about it. You're sounding like such an outdated boomer right now. I'm Gen Z. Don't mess with me. I know how to cancel you.
Uh-oh. Oh, whoa. Uh-oh. They know how to cancel. That's a superpower they have.
You pathetic snowflake. How dare you bring up my DUI? Your generation is so damn stupid and humorless. Don't you have to run to your safe space now? And by the way, I was basically innocent on that DUI, So get your facts straight.
Basically.
That's not what your cousin said.
Basically.
Or the law.
Yeah. Okay.
The fact that you would be talking to a female like this is so triggering. You really should be ashamed. You have no idea what my truth is. You started all of this by posting hateful rhetoric against Gen Z.
Well, here's my truth. Gen Z can kiss my millennial ass. We are taking back our country from you fragile snowflakes like yourself. Buckle up, buttercup.
Well, just to let you know, I just reported your business to the health department. Hope you're up to code, buddy. Hashtag sorry not sorry.
Shane has logged off now and doesn't return at all to comment, which Monique didn't want to have happen.
She's waiting. Yeah, that's what I thought. Generation Z don't play. We'll cancel you if you don't submit. So stay in your lane, Shane.
You gotta do it like this. Stay in your lane. You gotta clap back.
Is that a Gen Z digital drama win when they stop responding? Or are you going, see, I knew it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cancel you.
Or is it just because they have a life and they got onto something else more important?
I don't know. Did she scare him about taking down his business?
I think she scared him.
That ain't cool, man. Keep it between the lines. Right?
Good doesn't always win.
No, it doesn't.
Well, they're both highly annoying.
Yes.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Maybe during the pandemic, you start playing more board games. I know my family did. We got out card games, board games, all kinds of stuff. It's actually a lot of fun. I forgot about some of these old games. My son and I really got into Connect 4. That was one, and there's a lot of interesting strategies there.
We never, me and you went head-to-head against each other, didn't we?
I don't think we did, and I was really in a groove probably almost about a year ago now where we were playing it all the time, and I really kind of figured out this is how you win at Connect 4.
I'm a psychological player. I play mind games when you play against me. So
You do? Okay. You psych people out?
Walking into the dungeon.
Okay. Well, Connect 4 would count. Card games like Uno do not because it's not a board game. So just to clarify. So we're doing board games in today's KVJ draft.
Love it. I love board games. In fact, might be doing a little board game night, Virginia. Do you want the invite or, I don't know. We have to reel you in.
Will there be cocktails?
Yeah, that's the problem, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Can
it's
you imagine Virginia?
2-drink maximum for you.
Okay, I drew a 6 over here in the order for our draft. Virginia, what'd you get?
I drew a 9.
Okay, what do you got, Bird?
10.
Oh, wow, Bird. Okay, Denny's, what you got?
I got a 10 too.
Oh.
Okay, which one?
Diamonds.
You got diamonds.
Clubs.
And you've got clubs, and it goes in descending order, so Denny's wins that, correct? Is that how that was?
I thought it was alphabetical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it descending or ascending order? That's what I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think it's reverse alphabetical, right?
Reverse
That's what I
alphabetical.
thought.
Yeah.
And my brain just blew up.
Yeah.
We could just draw again.
It's
Sweet,
okay.
Sweet Denny's can go ahead.
Yeah, I think Denny's does go. And then Suits got what?
Suit's got a 6.
Okay. And
6
which
of
one?
hearts.
6 of hearts. Okay. I got the diamonds. So Suits goes ahead of me. Looks like I got last place.
Dang.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Okay.
He's going to take 2 at the end.
Jaber, what'd you have again?
A 10 of clubs.
Okay. And then it was Denny's is next, I believe. And then we got Virginia.
Yes.
And then Suits, and then me. Okay, here we go. Today's draft is for board games. Bird, you got the overall first number 1 pick here today. What are you going to go with?
And you said Connect 4 does not count because it's not really a...
No, Connect 4 does because it's using... yeah, I just said card games don't count. So you can't throw in a deck of cards. You can't throw in Uno. If it only uses cards, it's not going to count as a board game.
I love Connect 4. I know Ralston loves Connect 4. I'm sending a message. Connect 4.
Oh, ouch.
They took it.
Wow, that's a great pick. Okay, Denny's, you are next.
So I'm going to put some personal favorites in here, but since I got the opening, I'm going to go ahead and put Monopoly as my first.
Denny's. I love it. Baltic Avenue, man.
Monopoly.
It's such an odd strategy.
I love the slums.
All right, Virginia, your first pick in the KVJ draft for board games.
My first pick is my favorite. I loved it growing up. Clue. I love Clue.
Clue. Okay.
I like Clue as well.
It is a fun game.
Yeah.
But you know, Clue is one of those games where you can only do about 3 rounds of it.
You're right.
Yeah, that's about right.
Suits, you got the next pick here in the draft. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to take a personal favorite, Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. That's just fun to yell Yahtzee.
Yeah, it is.
That's what you had to do in the game was yell Yahtzee. Okay, I am going to go with chess is my pick.
Too smart. Ralston just lost the tournament with chess.
I wanted chess.
Yeah, he's above us.
It's
This contest is for the everyman, Kevin. You missed it.
it's for every person out there. And chess, you should have went with
No
checkers.
one's playing chess these days?
Should have went with checkers. We're more of a checker.
So smug.
It's so smug.
It's a smug
Such
pick.
a smug pick.
Okay. Okay.
It is.
All right. Next up, I am going to pick Risk.
Oh, it's your cut, Bird.
That's my game.
Okay. Yeah, I had to pay you back for that Connect 4.
I know, I get it.
All right, Suits, you're next up.
I will grab Sorry.
Oh. Sorry, Bird.
Or the
Sorry,
new
Bird.
version, Sorry, Not Sorry.
Oh.
It's a new Gen Z edition.
Yes, Kevin. Sorry, Not Sorry.
Okay. Virginia, you got the next pick in the draft. What are you going to go with?
I am going to take... Oh, it's between 2. I don't want to blow it. I'm taking Life.
It's kind of like the low-budget Monopoly. Can I get an amen on that, Denny?
I like Life better.
Okay. Is that where they got the stick people in the car?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And you can choose like career or college, and you pick your house, you pick your job, you have kids.
So you're just living life?
Yeah, I use it as a teaching thing though for the kids. Like, you better go to college. I make them all go the college route.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right, Denny's, you got the next pick in the KVJ draft for board games. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with Scrabble.
Damn it, Denny's.
Such a good one.
I love Scrabble.
That's a good one.
Solid. Bird, you got the next 2 picks to go with your Connect 4. What are you choosing?
Did anyone take Candyland yet?
Candyland has not been taken.
I'm going to go a little Candyland.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wrap her up with a little bit of some Battleship.
Battleship.
We can't do Twister, right? Twister's not... It's not a board game. It's more of a sex...
Technically, it's a giant
it
board
is.
game.
Yeah,
It's a
it
giant
works.
board
Yeah,
game.
it is.
Yeah.
That works.
Can I do Twister
You
instead?
can, yeah.
I'm taking out.
And Twister instead of what?
What did I do? I said 2 things.
Battleship was the final you did.
I'm going to take out... What's better? I'm taking out Twister. I'm more of a Twister guy.
So you're going with Candyland and Twister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bird just lost the turn.
Denny's, what are you going to go for your next pick? Final one.
Final one, I'm going to go with the personal favorite, Mousetrap. I don't know if anyone ever played that one. That was a super popular game. No?
Mouse crap.
Oh. Mousetrap,
Okay.
people out there.
Virginia, what are you going to go with?
I am going to take Operation. I love it. It's fun.
If there was ever a game that symbolized you, it's loud, obnoxious, jarring.
Yeah, it's got buzzers and all that. Suits, your final pick in the KVJ draft?
Since it's still on the table, I'll take Battleship.
Oh, you dog. Yeah, beat me too. That was going to be my pick.
I mean, who picks Candyland over Battleship?
I love Candyland, dog, but maybe I'm stuck in my youth. I don't know.
Okay, for my final pick, I am going to go with Trivial Pursuit.
Oh,
that's
Big
a good
Daddy.
one. Yeah.
Didn't even think of that one.
That was on my list.
Okay. All right. So there you go. That is the draft that we got today. Jaybird has Connect 4, Candyland, and Twister. Denny's has Monopoly, Scrabble, and Mousetrap. Virginia's got Clue, Life, and Operation. Suits has got Yahtzee, Sorry, and Battleship. And I have Chess, Risk, and Trivial Pursuit.
I mean, there's one list there that's a little smuggy.
It's so elitist.
so elitist.
It's so, I'm better than you.
They play it on the island, Virginia.
Yeah.
Aw.
You're so Palm Beach, Kevin.
Yes, I am. You know me. Fit in so well over there. All right, well, you're going to be able to vote this time tomorrow. We'll reveal the winner who gets the most votes. Jump on the KVJ Show Facebook page. We'll put it up on other platforms as well in case you're one of the 5 people that doesn't have Facebook. We'll give that to you the opportunity to go vote as well. Well, people got a lot of comments about the KVJ draft that we had for board games earlier, talking about a lot of the ones that we did not pick. Checkers was debatable. It was kind of interesting. Some people did mention it, but it seems like Checkers has maybe fallen out of favor a bit.
I love Checkers. I think it's so fun, especially if you put something on the line, really let it ride.
Yeah. Nobody went with that. I almost went with a game called Stratego. I don't know if a lot of people knew it. As a kid, I played it and loved it.
You should have went with that one.
Nah.
Stratego, I think that would have been better.
Yeah, what is
I think
that?
chess is pretty popular, though.
It ain't going to win the tournament. It's too classé.
I think I got, I watched that Queen's Gambit.
Yes.
And, yeah.
You got gambited.
I did. I got gambited. I was like, oh, that's a great game. Pictionary did not get chosen.
Yeah.
Pictionary was good.
I love I love charades, too. I know it's not a board game.
Hungry Hungry Hippos.
It's too loud. It's the loudest game
It's
ever.
aggressive, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Categories did not get chosen. Shoots and Ladders. I don't think anybody went with that.
Nobody picked Memory? I love Memory.
I forgot it.
I don't remember it.
It's good jokes. They're good jokes. I like it.
People were wondering why Denny's didn't go with like a Dungeons and Dragons. They thought somebody would grab that.
I didn't know if that would count. It's pretty in depth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll worry about that one. That one you can't just pick up with friends. You kind of have to learn it.
Okay. Parcheesi. Guess Who? Jenga. Nobody went Jenga.
Is that a board game, though?
I don't know. You know, it's kind of, some people are arguing that Suits' Yahtzee is actually a dice game. And so, you know, some of them are debatable.
Are we going to have to eliminate Suits?
Well, there's an asterisk with Mr. Google over there.
Okay. There are a lot of new games out as well. People were saying like Sequence. There was a Disney game that people were saying. Cards Against Humanity. Does that count as a board game?
Yeah, I was wondering about that one, but it's cards.
We have bought some, me and Sweet Denny's, we bought some newer board games. We bought a newer Star Wars Monopoly, and it was awful.
So the new
was it?
Terrible.
Yeah.
The themed Monopoly I think they try to speed up the game. So they add these new rules to make the game quicker because Monopoly is such a long game.
I usually lose my focus in that game.
But it's not for the better.
I like the slow drip, the slow burn of that Monopoly. That's where the head games come in, Virginia.
I don't have time for Monopoly. It's so sluggish.
If we got into a legit board game thing, me and you would not do well against each other. Or
We'd
even
be
on the
fist
it would be
fighting.
rough. If there's drinking involved.
Oh, jeez.
And Stephanie in Deerfield Beach, she said, bartending and bringing board games into work over the years, I found that operation is the worst. It is difficult sober, let alone with drunk hands and eyes, and it just frustrates our patrons. Trouble is the best, easy to follow, and drunks are like kids, and they love the pop noise from the dice shaker.
It's true.
That's awesome.
Do you remember when me and you used to have a lot of head-to-head battles with Operation?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to dance again, I'd love to see you on the dance floor.
Bring it, hamburger mitts. I'm not scared.
I actually have a worse case of shakes than I did 2 years ago.
Yeah, you do. And you have that BAG.
Bitch-ass grip, I know.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Okay, it is Thursday. Are you ready to laugh?
Yeah.
Oh, we need it, Coach.
Okay, it's time for another round of producer Denny's Joke Jury. He has given us some comedy here today. We're going to rate it. Which ones hit, which ones miss.
They're both funny.
Yes.
Okay, Denny's, lay it on us, my man.
First joke. What happened to Chef Boyardee after he lost his life savings?
I don't know what happened.
He didn't have a penne to his name.
A penne. Yeah.
I love Chef Boyardee comedy.
Pasta joke.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're speaking to the Italian.
The bad Italian, but still love pasta jokes.
Second joke. Here's another old reference for you guys. Where does Tanya Harding hit pilgrims?
What does Tanya Harding hit pilgrims? What? I don't know. Where?
In their colonies.
Colonies, right?
Yeah.
Right? Hello? Colonies.
How many dabs? Was that on
No one's doing Tanya Harding jokes, I'll tell you that. Since '94.
I love it.
Let's see. Third joke for you guys. What were the urologists doing on Twitch TV?
Urologists on Twitch TV. I don't know. What were they doing?
Watching a live stream.
Oh, okay.
Topical.
Bring a raincoat.
Topical.
Yeah.
Fourth joke for you guys. What happens to Tyrion Lannister when he goes in cold water?
I don't know what happens.
He gets Peter Shrinklage.
Not Peter Dinklage, right? You get it?
It's good. It's
Yeah,
it's
okay.
right in the heart of
You getting
comedy.
it?
I love
You getting it?
And final joke. Which computer designer only gets to third base?
Computer designer only gets to third base. I don't know which one.
Steve Handjobs.
Yeah, Dennis.
I didn't see the I didn't know where that was going to go.
That
was good.
Okay.
Home run.
Oh, there you go.
KVJ Double Your Paycheck is on. Get KVJ your name now at WRMF.com and be listening at 9 a.m. to hear your name. Call back and win up to $1,000.
Holy cow.
More KVJ next.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Talking about some hosting news as well. Tom Bergeron, I know you're a fan of his, Virginia.
I am.
Is he coming back to Dancing with the Stars?
Is he?
Why did he get taken off anyway?
I don't know. I think they just didn't renew his contract. I don't think he did anything necessarily. I think they just wanted to bring in Tyra Banks.
Huh. Okay, well, could he be coming back? He teases a possible return on Instagram.
Well, I have to say, your response to my admittedly cryptic tweet has been very flattering, very heartwarming. Thank you for that. And I promise I will let you know what I'm really talking about by next week at the latest, all right? So a little bit of patience. I think it'll be worth it. We'll see.
I thought he was beloved. Why did they fire him?
I just think they didn't renew his contract, and I don't think there was any drama. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think he's a sweetheart. At my old radio show, they used to love him, and so they introduced me to him, and we used to have him on the radio with us.
Yeah,
and
I think he started in radio.
He's a former radio guy.
Yeah.
He's so nice and down to earth and accommodating. Mm-hmm. He's a sweetheart.
Okay, well, we'll see if he gets another gig. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but Ellen stepped in it again. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
man.
drove a car intoxicated and then talked about it on nighttime television.
Yeah, she was on Tuesday with Jimmy Kimmel during a marijuana-themed episode of his show, and she admitted because, you know, her wife, Portia de Rossi, she had an appendectomy, and she found her in the bathroom, basically just kind of like visibly in pain, and she had been partaking in some, I guess, like weed-inspired drinks. And she said it probably was not safe that she drove her to the hospital, and now, you know, people are losing their mind and saying entitlement and blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of all these reckless celebrities. She
She
could
was
have
on
killed people.
three
Yeah.
weed drinks and sleeping pills.
Yeah, can drink, CANN, and the sleep aid melatonin.
Why didn't she call 911?
Great question.
Because she thought she was dying? We've talked about that before.
Rush her out, yeah.
Well, let's say for example, me and Bigfoot at the camping ground. We're drinking, you know, we're partying there. What if Bigfoot cuts his leg off and I got to get him to and I know that the ambulance ain't going to be there for
Can't
another...
find you or can't get back.
You drive him to the hospital, and then you don't go on nighttime television and talk about it. You just be quiet about it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows you're not supposed to drink and drive, ever.
Pretty much anything, yeah.
But if someone's dying, I'm going for that one specific, what do you do in that situation?
That's a real tough one, and it probably comes down to sliding variables, how bad they are, how bad you are, and...
Well, I mean, I think if it's something where I know my friend's going to die, I'm going to take the loss. I'm going to try to drive as much as I can safely,
and you have to say, like, let's say that you're questionably on the line. You could be over, you could be under, and you're right. Your friend is going to die in about 30 minutes if something doesn't happen.
I don't want to get it twisted. That's exactly it. It's
right.
a 1 in a zillion trillion.
That's all the sliding scale.
I'm actually asking the question to the law. What happens if that happened?
Yeah.
If I was to have driven Bigfoot to the hospital, if he got his leg cut off and nobody could get him to the hospital and I was drunk, do I get a DUI for that?
Yeah.
I think you do.
But if they have a severe laceration, they're not going to bleed out and die, and you're completely hammered, maybe that's the one where you're like, we got to just call him wait.
Well, Bigfoot dies in front of me and go, but I didn't get a DUI, man. But he's dead in front of me.
You'd be happy to know I didn't drive you intoxicated.
Yeah.
I think if you make it to the hospital safe, you park the damn car and you don't say anything about it to anybody. Certainly not to a late night talk show host.
I would love to hear what the law says on that.
Okay. I just know that Ellen just can't seem to.
She can't win.
Do you have that clip of her actually saying it?
I don't know.
I don't either. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear how bad it was. Apparently she was joking.
Was it on Jimmy Kimmel? Was it actually?
But I think people read through it, even if you are joking. Yeah, I was on Jimmy Kimmel on Tuesday, and I think people just kind of like say, okay, well, let's pull this out and say without the humor involved with it. You had 3 of these canned marijuana drinks. You said you probably weren't safe to drive, but you did, and so that's a very touchy subject.
We do have some police officers in our chat room.
Yeah,
and I think Sean's one. He says you'll still get a DUI, but it's the discretion of the police officer.
Yeah. I think if you get there safe and you just park the car and you're quiet about it, you're good.
I'm only talking about if
they pulled you over, maybe the cop would say, "Get in my car and I'll rush you to the hospital."
Get in my car so I can breathalyze you.
Yeah. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, we're going to be bringing back the You Can't Make a Face. We are going to have our worst players partake today, and we looked at who got shocked the most for making a face. Myself, Jaybird, and Denny's, we had the highest odds, so we're going to take our worst players to partake today in what is called the world's worst tasting alcohol.
Denny's really swears by this stuff being terrible.
The world's worst?
Yes, very bitter, made of wormwood.
All alcohol
tastes
a little rough when you drink it straight and hot.
Yeah.
So this alcohol is famed because during Prohibition, they sold it as a medicinal alcohol, like a medicinal
mouthwash?
Yes.
Okay.
And they got around because it tasted so heinous, and then it became, a rite of passage to drink this thing.
And now it's a novelty.
Yes.
And you bought it in a gift shop.
Yeah.
Wow. We've pulled out our worst performers in this contest. People who have been shocked the most amount of times are myself, Jaybird, and Denny's.
And let's be honest, I definitely am number one who's been shocked the most.
You were number one. I think I was second, and Denny's is third on the worst of the worst.
Denny's is already making a face because he knows what it tastes like.
I know.
And how odd. The witch gets out of it again.
Okay, we're drawing to see in what order we're going to go today for You Can't Make a Face. We have what is called the worst tasting alcohol on the planet. It is called Jepson's Malort Liqueur, and it is very bitter, it says.
Malort?
Milort.
It sounds terrible.
Malort. Very bitter, made of wormwood. It was sold during Prohibition as a medicinal alcohol. And now it's just kind of marketed as this is terrible. And that's it.
So what's the rules of this game again? You put it in your mouth and then you hold it for a few seconds?
No.
Okay.
You just basically do a shot of it and you can't make a face when doing it or else you get shocked immediately. You have to knock it down and be stone-faced. All right, we drew to see who's going to go in what order here between myself, Bird, and Denny's. I got a 7 of spades.
I got a 10 of diamonds.
Okay.
I got an ace.
Wow.
I got an ace.
Ace of hearts.
When it really doesn't matter because we're all getting punished. It's the worst thing to win an ace.
I hate going first. I wanted to see how bad it was going to be with everybody else. And now, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. And now I'm the lead dog. Oh, man, that hurts. That even hurts. Gosh, it hurts kind of putting it on, actually. Well, I'm just jumpy. I hate this game.
Didn't we get a new shock collar?
Yeah,
we did.
And
and
she's real nice. Let me
this
tell you.
one is no joke, Kevin.
Okay, Denny's, will you stand over just by the dump button just in case something bad comes out of my mouth and not the
Ride that pony, Kevin.
alcohol? It's on the bone, too.
This
Ride that bony pony.
This shouldn't have any glitches either because it's brand new. And I'm the one pressing the button.
Denny's, just in case. Want to make sure you can get to it in case I do a faux pas here. I'm not mentally here. Come on, Kev.
You got it. Come on.
I'm not mentally here. Okay. You can watch this on KVJ TV. Just go to YouTube and look for the KVJ show.
V, you also have to be the judge, too. Does he make a face or not? I'm real trigger happy over
I'm
here.
getting the camera on him. We're going to make sure he doesn't cheat.
Let me know. Just
Summer
tell me,
of
'cause
Rig.
I'll hit that button real quick.
All right, if I make a face, I then get shocked.
Just don't think about the pain.
Okay, all right.
Is it working? Is it working? Okay, just making sure. I wasn't sure it was working.
I think it's working.
Okay, go.
What a double whammy.
Is it that bad?
What was worse, the shock or the shot? The taste of the shot.
Oh, it's aftertaste. It's
Wow.
terrible. Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh! Going fast is the worst.
I got watery mouth.
You'll never be able to do this, Bird. You're going to vomit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. First is arguably better. You're really icing the kicker over here.
Oh gosh.
That couldn't have gone worse for
man.
Ralston.
That really went bad. Yeah. Although he looked good doing it with those nice clothes he's got on.
He did, and you can see it on our Instagram story right now.
Very fashionable.
Oh, my gosh. Holy crap.
Well, I mean, if Ralston's
Oh, that's disgusting.
I'm a flat dude.
It's
It's very bitter.
I can't. I can't stop tasting it.
oh gosh.
It's got a nasty alcohol. And then it's like it's oil based.
It lingers.
Oh, it sits on your tongue. It ggets worse. You think it's bad going down, and then it just keeps getting worse.
You're really selling it.
Oh, wow. You ride it for a while.
Okay. Well, Sweet Denny's is riding it now.
Oh,
Strap it up to that dead man's leg.
Dennis working on his jaundice tan.
whoa, white boy.
Kevin, he might be whiter than you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so. I mean, I think. Wow.
Don't lay out at the beach. I'll put a toe tag on you.
White guy.
You're right.
If I saw that leg in my yard, I would be, oh my gosh, somebody's been murdered.
Somebody quick call the crime scene investigator. That's a body.
Oh, we're just kidding. We love it.
No, it's true though.
This one's got a hold. I'm telling you. Put a delay on this. Like you've got to. We normally do it quickly. It's got to be a 10-second here. You got to hold no face.
Okay, look, make it 15.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, you gotta. It's the aftertaste, and it. Okay, you can't make a face. I lost my round. I got shocked. Denny's is up next. This is the world's worst tasting liqueur.
Kevin still can't talk.
It's messing with my mouth. It really is.
It's like a squatter in your mouth.
I don't want my tongue to touch it. It's just, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, all right. I know. Did you smell it, Denny's?
I've had it
good
before. It's
whiff.
horrific.
You should not smell it before.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh man, now it's hitting my stomach. I can feel. I know exactly where it is. I can tell you where in my body this is. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, gosh. All right, Denny's. Okay, you got a fun ride here coming, my friend. You can't make a face. This is the worst tasting alcohol.
All right, bottoms up, fellas.
Okay. Hit it and hold it.
Oh, it slid down to my ankle and
It hit the bone.
it's so gross.
He grabbed my heart.
I was like, stop.
Make it stop.
Bird was writing it long. He was doing that with me. I'm like, dude. Oh, he wouldn't stop.
He got that sticky finger.
It was terrible.
Nasty.
Oh, I gotta tell you, the shot's still worse than the shot. Poor Denny's. He was laying out the hand of peace.
Mercy.
He put out his peaceful hand.
It's the big one.
Yeah. To touch you to signal, please. Find mercy for me. Terrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's so gnarly.
Oh, and boy, doesn't it just sit? It gets worse, doesn't it?
It does. Every minute that goes by, it just gets worse.
It's like a mushroom cloud. It's still terrible right now. Okay,
right.
you can't make a face. I did. Denny's did. We're the worst performers at this. Let's see if Burr can stay stone-faced on this.
And it's that bottom
I
button.
can't get it out of my mouth, this taste.
No, it'll linger.
Bird, I've got the controller, so no worries. I will definitely not have a sticky finger.
Right on my knee.
And you got mints or gum or anything?
I do have sour cherry candy.
At this point, I think I'd suck on a cat turd. It's that. I mean, honestly, it is a terrible experience that is not going anywhere.
Oh, sorry.
What is this?
It's just like a sour candy. It's like a lifesaver, but
Okay,
it's a
anything.
fancy lifesaver. It's
Anything.
a
Oh my gosh.
gourmet lifesaver.
It is. Gourmet. You go gourmet on your lifesavers. Are you kidding me, Virginia?
Very fancy.
She has to have gourmet lifesavers. Okay. All right. Bird is the last one to step up to the worst tasting alcohol, doing a shot of Jepson's Malort Liqueur. It was originally sold as medicinal alcohol. They thought it was going to be a mouthwash. Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine putting that in your mouth and swigging that around. That had to fail at the...
It's awful. But that's how they snuck it
That's
in.
how they tricked everyone.
They tricked everybody telling them it was a mouthwash, but really it was for people to get their booze on.
You guys just did it right down the hatch?
Yeah, I did. Well, yeah, I did. Oh, that's gnarly. That's making me nauseous.
I feel like I'm
terrible.
about to get interrogated.
Oh, it's terrible.
Is that a full
terrible.
shot? Let's see it.
It's
okay,
terrible.
yeah, it's a healthy shot.
Well, give me more if you don't think I'm doing it right. Do you want more?
You can have more if you want.
Yeah, let's add more.
Okay, Bird wants some more.
More.
Well, she's already. It's like my own team's calling me out.
Yeah.
Well, imagine what Tommy Twitter's gonna say.
Oh, man.
Look to the brim.
Yeah, okay, to the brim. He wants a full shot of that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, take a nice little whiff. Take a
I'm
whiff.
already making a face.
Take a whiff. Take a whiff. Smell
Take a
it.
whiff? That's
Yeah,
such
take
a
whiff.
bad move.
It is a terrible move.
Oh my god. It's Grandma Coleman. It smells like Grandma Coleman.
It smells like your grandmother?
Rest in peace, Grandma.
If she had a taste, this might be it.
I'm coming home. All right, get focused.
All right, Jaybird can't make a face. If he does, he gets shocked with the shot collar.
You just went to the woods. Go within like you did there.
Okay, give it a shot here. And it's down the hatch. There it goes. He is. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
It's not working.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think you have it upside down, V.
It's not working. It's not working. Oh, God. Oh, it's working. Oh.
It got him. Oh, now you hit your knee.
Upside down.
So you got your knee, the pain from the shock, and you got the world's worst tasting liqueur in your mouth.
That goes right to the pank, doesn't it? Right to the pancreas.
You're feeling it, aren't you? You got to walk it off. I know. I had to get up and walk around.
You have to walk it off.
You have to walk it off. It is that bad of a shot. You have to get up and walk it off.
I just banged my foot so hard.
And you can't walk. That's the true irony of this.
Oh, my God. Daddy's got to get it off.
Oh, this is good fun.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, my skin.
Wow. We'll have to bring that out for some fun with people. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Well, thanks for sending that in. Dang.
Thanks for bringing those shots back from Colorado.
Yeah, that is some stuff there.
Yeah,
Wow.
those are from a friend from Chicago.
Oh,
it's a Chicago.
It's a Chicago
liqueur.
thing. Wow.
That's terrible.
I can't tell you how bad
People can't pay for that.
that is rough, man.
That is.
That is a rough
It's terrible. It is truly the worst alcohol I've ever had.
Oh, thank you.
It's a gourmet lifesaver.
Oh, thank you. I want it.
I know you do.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
A lot of really solid confessions again today. I love hearing the scandal in people's lives. And they love telling us too. Some of them are kind of braggadocious with it. The things they get off of their chest, but they do it anonymously. So they're like going, oh, look what I did.
Well, if you don't know who they are, they
Yeah.
could throw something out to see if they're a bad person or not.
I think now they just send us these confessions trying to shock us, trying to get a reaction.
It works.
Knock us off our mark.
Trying to shock us today. We've
Yeah.
already been shocked a couple times.
Just got this text that came in, 877-979-WRMF, and it says, I have to confess, I regularly pleasure myself to Virginia on KVJ TV.
Oh, my.
Oh, dog, trust me. There's more than one, and they like to hit me up to tell me about
This
it.
is the only one that's honest, huh?
Ugh.
Wow.
No, there's a lot of people.
Had to be yesterday with that boobalicious shirt she was wearing.
I don't know, but y'all, stop asking me about Virginia's boobs. I don't know what to tell you.
Boobalicious was Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's married. First of all, she's married. So the fact that you're emailing me, telling me that you're fantasizing about her,
I love it.
then send them to her. Don't send it to me.
No, send them to Jaybird.
I mean-
because it's awesome. I'm getting a compliment and you're getting annoyed. It's like a win-win.
It's cool if girls are emailing me cool stuff but dudes from like Port St. Lucie, Matt
What?
from Port St. Lucie, oh Virginia, oh she's cool.
Yeah.
Look, I need all the Mets from Port St. Lucie I can get at this point.
Listen to this confession. Somebody texted us and said, my old roommate got a huge dog without consulting me or our third roommate.
Oh, no.
And the dog would poop all over the house constantly. I was so upset that as retribution, I took a big, huge dump myself right next to the fireplace and then enjoyed watching him clean it up and thinking it was his dog. That was 10 years ago. We're still friends, and I'm taking this to the grave.
You see, both worlds, you turn into a monster, though, to defeat him.
The poo changed you.
It did.
That's amazing, though. You're just sitting there watching him do that. You're like, aha. Okay. All right. Solid. This text said, I went on a random Tinder date, and it ended up being my coworker's wife. And there are only 10 people in my office.
What?
That's crazy.
And the coworker doesn't know that his wife is on Tinder?
I guess not, no. What do you do? Could you imagine that?
Well, if I saw the queen on Tinder, I'm obviously letting you know.
Yeah.
But what if it's just like a work acquaintance and you don't know them like that?
Give me an example of someone we work with, and if I found out that someone was stepping out on them on Tinder, would I say something?
Bill Adams down the hall that works for our sister station.
I wouldn't, only because I don't know him well enough in his personal life. I don't know if there's been some kind of separation.
That's how most people are at work. Like, they don't get involved in your personal life.
I guess I'm so jaded by this job. I feel like everyone tells everybody everything. About everything?
In here, yes. Down the hall, no. Sorry, Bill. I'm not telling him nothing.
Wow. Somebody kind of bragging, I think, a little bit in their confession. They say, I banged Miss Arkansas 13 years ago. She was 11 years older than me at the time and was married.
Oh.
That's a little scandal there, huh?
Miss Arkansas.
Sounds like Mr. Arkansas wasn't bringing it.
No, yeah, apparently not. Somebody else confessing here today. I turn down sex from my girl all the time. She's the dude, and I'm the old married lady who doesn't want to do it all the time. She's smoking hot, too. Getting old sucks.
Dude, get some pain meds or something. I don't know.
Yeah, go get some hormones.
Yep. That's that testosterone, because, boy, that was the one thing I knew after I got my hormone replacement. I could not wear sweatpants.
Is his wife Mrs. Arkansas?
Maybe, yeah.
If she wants it and you're not giving it to her and that continues for a while, she may go someplace to get it.
This is the beginning of every Red Shoe Diary on Cinemax, Virginia.
Yeah. She's hot. She's horny. Dude, what are you doing?
Slow it down.
Well,
when you're going into fantasy, talk like that.
Listen to this. This is a little intriguing here in our KVJ confessional today. Somebody said, I purposely encourage my boyfriend to eat more. Also, he stays fat and won't think of leaving me.
Yeah, I think these are some problems you shouldn't be doing to people because of your own insecurity. But look, who the hell am I?
Yeah, that is kind of messed up.
Oh, it is messed up, no doubt.
Because you're hurting his health.
They know that it's messed up, and that's why they're anonymously texting it to us.
But you need to think about it like you're hurting his health.
But also, too, he's a big boy, and he needs to take it. He needs to kind of feed himself as well and understand what he should be putting in his body.
True.
So both are kind of at fault. But she plays games.
This text message, 877-979-WRMF, says, when I was younger, I just assumed that by the time I was 40, I'd have grown out of all my bad habits. Now I'm well into my 40s, married with kids, yet I still eat my boogies, bite my fingernails, pick my toenails, pee in the shower, and do some occasional shoplifting.
Okay. They put it all out there.
Yeah, they did.
And what's occasional shoplifting? Once every third trip?
Right.
Once a month?
It's a great question. And the last year of mainly eating alone, I've now made a habit of licking my plate clean at the table. Now I'm afraid I'll forget to break the habit at my first dinner with friends.
Here's the thing. When you live alone for a very, very long time, you've got to just remind yourself when you're with other people, no, you do that alone. Right. You don't do that in front of people. Bad.
Take this from a guy who knows.
Oh, I live alone. I get it.
Somebody said, I haven't been able to tell anyone really yet, but I'm pregnant. Okay.
Okay.
It's a big secret you're holding on to
after
there.
everything else you said today, it's kind of boring.
That one's sweet and innocent and happy.
This confession says my mother-in-law, while drunk, confessed to me that my father-in-law can't get it up anymore, so she hasn't had any action in a while, and she's getting horny.
Oh, no.
And now she keeps drinking and bringing it up to me, and I'm kind of stuck on what to do over here.
Wow, how old is she, I wonder?
Doesn't say.
97.
Yeah.
I'm thinking for my mind, for this scenario, she's about 53.
But she's in the gym.
She looks great.
Okay. And Grandpa's not bringing it.
And she wants it bad, Ralston.
Yeah, she does. Different kind of mother-in-law confession here. It says, my mother-in-law needed to move in with us, but after a year and a half, all I want to do is drop her off at the nursing home. It's ruining my relationship and my sanity because there is no privacy.
Dang.
That can happen.
Totally. It can change a marriage.
Yeah, and this KVJ confession says, I only just found out after 10 years that LinkedIn is not pronounced LinkedIn. I spent all day wondering how many meetings I've actually said that in.
LinkedIn.
Whoops.
So if you go check our LinkedIn.
Sounds like a friend. I got a friend on LinkedIn.
You know, everyone in the office like, oh, wait, she's about to say it. Your LinkedIn.
At least I work in an office where if I say some stupid stuff like that, you let me know right away.
We do.
Yeah. I'm sure they let it go for years. Oh, wait, she's going to say it again. LinkedIn.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
This is a crazy story. There was this couple, Courtney Wilson and Shanita Jones, who had referred to themselves as the royal couple when they posted an online invitation to their dream home and estate, which is a $5.7 million, 16,000 square foot home in Southwest Ranches near Fort Lauderdale. The home has 9 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, a resort pool with a waterfall, hot tub and a deck, a gazebo, a theater, a bowling alley, lighted tennis court, elevator, 4 fireplaces, and an 800 square foot bar. You can see why this is their dream home, right?
Oh my gosh, it is a dream home for anybody.
The problem is, it's not their home, it's somebody else's.
What do you mean?
They wanted to have their wedding at a home they don't own and don't know the owner. The owner, Nathan Finkel, is an heir to the IHOP fortune. He actually had received a visit from the groom, Courtney Wilson, and another person who came out to the gate Saturday morning, and they were like, hey, we're thinking about buying this house, which is on the market for $5.7 million, did a tour, and then after the tour, they said, well, I don't know if I'm going to buy it, but could I have my wedding here? And Finkel's like, no.
No, you can't have your wedding at somebody else's house that they're just put on the market. No.
But Courtney Wilson wasn't hearing it, so Saturday morning, he and this other dude show up. And Finkel wound up calling 911 and told a dispatcher, yeah, there's this couple here, and they keep harassing me, calling me. They say they're having a wedding here, and it's God's message. I didn't know what was going on. All I wanted is for it to stop.
When crazy people come into your life.
Well, they always try to... You know, God told me to do it, so it's cool. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you and your God can hit the road.
Yeah, the wedding was supposed to start at 3:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Did they invite guests?
Oh, yeah. They had a full thing going on. They had a red carpet cocktail hour that was to take place immediately afterward, followed by a reception that was to last well past midnight until 2:30 a.m. in the morning.
What the hell?
And then the next day, everyone was invited back for a Sunday brunch from noon to 4.
These people are insane. Does Finkel live in the house?
Yes, he lives there every day.
So he wasn't like away on vacation?
No, even though it's for sale, he's staying in the home. So they would be having a rager in his lawn until 2:30 in the morning.
This can't possibly be something they thought they could get away with.
No, the cops showed up and they didn't make any arrests, but they're like, dude, you can't just book your wedding in a Sunday brunch the following day at a home you don't own and don't have permission to have.
How did I get arrested for that?
Because I guess he was just holding on to God told me this is what was to happen, and I don't know, maybe you got a different message from somebody else.
I think
maybe
you take that,
God.
at the very least, get that guy a 5150 psychological evaluation.
Or they just said that so they could use that person's stuff, and now they're trying to get away with it.
It's a bold move, either way. They did check, and they have filed for a marriage license, old Courtney and Shanita. So no word on where they're actually going to be holding their nuptials now. but it's not going to be at Finkel's house in Southwest Ranches.
I mean, they're kind of so crazy. I would say, can I please get an invite to wherever you end up having this wedding? Because this sounds like a great people-watching event.
As long as we don't have to talk to them that long and just kind of watch them afar,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I want to mingle like a party guest and just watch this bride and groom implode.
Yeah.
Very odd story, Kevin.
It is an odd story. If there's anybody else that wants to offer up their mansion, you can't because Finkel ain't down. Weird day in Coral Springs. Police there received a report of a shooting, but after a quick investigation, they discovered that the victim had actually accidentally shot himself in the leg and was too embarrassed and lied about it.
Oh, my.
I kind of can see that. If you're embarrassed.
Then, in a separate incident, Coral Springs police got a report of an abduction that turned out to be a girl who stole her sister's car and then also lied about it.
I mean, Coral Springs is filled with liars.
A lot of crazy stuff going on.
When these criminals lie about, so, you always hear these stories where someone acts like they got kidnapped and then it just falls apart. I feel like you could get away with that if you just had your crap together. If you faked a kidnapping and they start to investigate, I think what happens is they start giving too many details and it starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
The loony people that would fake a kidnapping tend to not be able to hold it together.
But I do still feel like you could fake a kidnapping in today's day and age and get away with it.
Yeah, if you're not going to fall apart under questioning, but it sounds like a lot of these people lie without fully getting their act together.
I mean, keep it together.
A little bit more excitement in Miami. The Coast Guard there offloaded an estimate $94.6 million worth of cocaine.
Woohoo!
The Coast Guard patrol near Colombia spotted a vessel and found 87 bales of cocaine weighing 5,500 pounds. They detained 3 suspects and the boats were destroyed. The bust was part of a big effort to disrupt the flow of drugs into the U.S., and that is a big flow. 5,500 pounds of cocaine.
But why do they have to destroy the boats? It's not the boat's fault.
I don't know. I thought that was an interesting move, too. It's like, all right, here's what you get. Boom.
Maybe they were crappy boats that were just horrible and just a disaster.
Who knows?
But if they're nice boats, I think you should sell them on Facebook Marketplace.
And I also have a dumb question. Let's say
Okay,
you throw
bring it.
all this cocaine into the ocean, and a school of manatees and sharks are swimming by, and they go through that cocaine that's seeping down into the water.
Yeah.
Do they get high?
Yeah, all of a sudden, a manatee winds up in Massachusetts in 10 minutes.
And it kills another manatee I don't know. I'm just saying, can you get cocaine to out like that if you're a manatee?
I tell you, you do not want to be attacked by a shark on cocaine.
Oh, my gosh.
Could you imagine?
I'd rather be
Terrible.
attacked by a shark than a manatee. A manatee, I think, would break me spiritually.
You love manatees.
They ain't supposed to eat me.
They eat
I
you
don't
slowly.
think the manatee on cocaine just wants to dance with you.
Well, is that such a bad thing for the manatees?
There's a turtle that crashed through the windshield of a vehicle on I-95 near Port Orange. It actually hit the woman in the head that was driving.
Oh my gosh.
She had to go to the hospital, and somehow the turtle survived.
Did he jump off a bridge or was he thrown?
I don't know. I think it was just on the road, and maybe another car had hit it, and it went flying up, possibly.
Wow.
Crazy. So there you go. Imagine that you're just driving along, all of a sudden a turtle comes crashing through the windshield and conks you on the noggin. That's what happened.
I mean, that'll kill you.
I mean, I feel bad for the woman. I feel worse for the turtle.
But they're both doing fine, apparently.
Dang.
Some scratches and scrapes and, a couple sutures later, they're all good. There was a nurse in Miami that performed a butt injection on a patient while waiting for her virtual court hearing to start. And apparently people could see it, and they're like, am I seeing what I'm seeing?
This is the second medical professional that's doing their trial while they're working on people.
Odd, isn't it?
Call me old-fashioned, but I want my doctor to get off the Zoom when they're operating on my butt.
Thank you.
There's a Detroit woman that mistook nail glue for eye drops and glued her eye shut.
Oh, my.
Luckily, she had a contact lens, and they said that may have saved her vision. Dang, that's something you don't want to mix up.
Sounds painful.
There's so many super glue stories out there.
Gotta watch that stuff,
Kind of like we need to do a super glue bit. Be topical.
You're not allowed to have super glue.
We did have a super glue. Something we had to grab something that had super glue on it. To see if it's stuck.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we did.
You can always
Yeah.
bring that back.
And I think it was like an adult toy.
It was.
Yeah.
We have plenty of those around the studio,
We
too.
do now, yeah.
We
you're right.
do.
We just need some super glue.
Our friends at Adult Video Warehouse sent us a nice care package.
I'll even bring in that Gorilla Glue. I think it's even harder to rip off. All right, we'll talk.
All right.
Some Burger King employees in Montana stalled a drunk driver in their drive-thru lane, telling him to pull over until his food was done. He's like, okay. They just called the cops, who came and arrested him. He sat there for like 30 minutes. Man, it's taking a long time. Woo! Guy in North Carolina who was arrested after a fight has cocaine under his nose in his mugshot.
Oh, my.
Yeah, you might want to wipe that off, yeah.
The cops didn't see that, or did he sneak a little snoot before he got in there and they didn't catch it? Because I've heard sometimes cops will, for whatever reason, they're human too, they will miss drugs in the pocket.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or if you have them in your bum, they don't search you when you're like first getting in the car in your bum.
So if I have cane in my butt, if I'm on the street and I got cocaine in my butt, they don't check that when they're arresting me?
I think when they process you and they take you in, if they're going to lock you up, yeah, they typically do.
That's true, because they strip search you and do all that. And they can't do that on the
Squat,
street.
cough, all that. Yeah.
You're right about they're probably putting it in the...
You put it in your butt, and then you do the rest of it in the back seat, and then bam, no evidence.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure for fun, they're like, yeah, leave the cocaine. Yeah. And there's a guy in Italy that's under investigation for skipping work, but he still got paid for 15 years.
What?
He worked at a government hospital, and he got a total of around $650,000 without ever working.
What?
So now the cops are looking at him for fraud and extortion.
That's crazy. I wonder how they figured it out.
Yeah, how is it that you don't show up for a job for 15 years and you still get paid and that much money?
This is the storyline of Office Space. There's they fire a guy and they keep firing him and they realize, well, you've actually been paying him for 3 years. You fired him 3 years ago. There was some kind of glitch in the system.
Can you imagine how awesome that would be?
Yeah. Until you get caught.
Right. Until you get caught.
KVJ's double your paycheck.
I love when people are paying attention, listening for their name to win some easy money. We just made the call out a second ago, looking for Angela Thies of Port St. Lucie, and I believe we got Angela right here. Hello, Angela.
Hello, KVJ.
How are you doing today, Angela?
I am doing wonderful. You guys just made my day.
Woohoo! I mean, imagine that. It's kind of like your boss messed up and they gave you double what your paycheck should be.
That is so awesome, and I love your show. I've been listening to you guys for a long time.
Awesome.
Aw, well, you've earned this then.
Yeah, we're basically paying you to listen. We appreciate it, Angela, and get crazy with that money this weekend, okay?
I think I may just try a bird bomb this weekend.
There you go. That's okay. All right.
Bird bombs all around.
That's the way to celebrate. Very nice. Well, there you go. If you'd like to be like Angela and celebrate yourself, got another chance to win. 11 a.m. this morning, 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. And again, go on ahead and refer those friends and family members, because if they win, you still get $500. Go to WRMF.com right now to sign everybody up to win as KVJ doubles your paycheck.
A question for you. You kind of feel a little off after we taken that shot.
It really sat rough.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I told you. It's a weird feeling, isn't it?
Well, I went to the brim with mine, and I feel it. I have a buzz.
Double shot Pennington over here.
But I feel kind of dizzy a little bit.
It's not a good ride.
And slightly nauseous.
It's a terrible ride.
But still kind of want to have another drink. It's odd. It's a really weird place.
You still kind of want one, huh?
Yeah, it's an odd place for me to be in.
Don't go back to the same well.
I mean, we do have enough for one more little ride.
But it tastes so bad.
It really tastes gnarly.
It's rough, honestly. I had to get up and walk it off. It was that terrible.
I keep getting up during a commercial, and I have to walk down the hallway.
Yeah.
You get some nervous energy.
Yes.
You got to move. You got to move when you're done one of these. Yeah, if you missed it earlier, you can see the replay on KVJ TV.
And I'm tickled pink. Virginia's taking me home again.
Again?
It's nice.
I'm just that Uber that doesn't get paid.
Oh, you love it. We have great moments together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go with some random questions for you. We've got this one. A lot of them are food-based. Go figure, huh?
Let's get into it.
Okay. After crust, sauce, and cheese, what is the next topping that belongs on your pizza?
Okay, I usually don't do a topping, but I'm going to play the game today.
Okay.
Probably for me, I like a pepperoni or even a bacon sometimes can be really good. Pepperoni. I'll lock her in with pepperoni.
Okay. All right. What are you thinking, Virginia?
For me, my favorite pizza topping is sausage. I like a fennel sausage. I like it lumpy and chunky and greasy. And if I'm going to mess around with a pizza, bring on the fat one.
I do like a sausage, but because of the fennel, it's a BI.
Yeah.
Bully ingredient.
I love the flavor of fennel.
Oh, I hate it. It's like a licorice.
So good.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
What do you got, Ralston?
Well, you know what? I really have kind of gotten into the Italian sausage. I do like that. That is a great topping. That's a lot of fun.
A lot of times the fennel is in the Italian sausage.
Can you eat the sausage on the keto?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, you know what?
Yeah. Meat's all about keto.
I have a sausage just for you.
Okay.
No, I'm going to cook it for you.
I mean, he doesn't get a lot of sex from his wife, but I don't think he's ready to bang you.
No, you're about to get bird sausage. I'm telling you, dog. You're going to love it.
Yeah?
Just let me just
You're going to change me, huh?
I'm going to change you with my sausage.
He's going to turn you.
I am. I'll actually bring it in tomorrow. I'll bring the Foreman grill in tomorrow. Foreman grill Friday. Bird sausage Friday.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, let's have fun with it.
Okay.
Can you tell I have a buzz?
Yes. She's drinking, making plans, big ideas.
Okay, another random food question here for you. Do you like the centerpiece or the corner part of the brownie better?
Ooh, one's chewy, one's hard / chewy.
Yeah.
Both belong in this world.
You're right.
One's a little bit messier. I like to get it messy. Give me the center when it's all mushy in the middle, and it almost feels like it's not even cooked.
Slightly undercooked.
Yes, that's what I want.
I think I'm going to go with the corner because if you do a big enough brownie like Fat Kevin always did, you would get both. Because on the corner, it is that chewy fun. It's you got to dig into it.
Chewy and crispy.
Yes, you get both, the best of both worlds in one brownie.
It reminds me of the wonderful little remnants of a corn dog stick. The corn dog's gone, but you have that little piece of that batter on there.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is the best pasta shape?
This is fun. I love them all.
Yeah.
I love angel hair. I like it real thin.
Angel hair is fun.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite. I know some people really like the thick noodles, like what you'd see in maybe a pad thai or
Like a
something
fettuccine.
Fat cat.
I think it's more of a pad thai. I know my family. I think my daughter really loves that pad thai. And that's a thick noodle, right? You get that?
Yeah, usually it's a thicker noodle, thicker than angel hair.
Fat Kevin, I'd love to get your thoughts on a Velveeta shell. The shell from a Velveeta.
But pasta and noodles are different. And if you tell an Italian person that it's a noodle, they will be mad at you.
But here's the thing, though.
Okay.
On the Velveeta shell, you can have that for marinara or for your Velveeta. I've seen them all the time. Something about that shell.
So angel hair is not a noodle?
Angel hair is pasta.
Okay, and then spaghetti is a
Pasta.
noodle? That's pasta.
Yes.
So what's a noodle then?
A noodle is your pad thai noodle, your rice noodle. Yeah, any of those Asian things are noodles.
Those are noodles.
Yes.
Even though they really have the same shape and have the same consistency.
Kevin, I mean, I had to learn the hard way by having Italian people yell at me.
Oh, every time
I just don't want you to get yelled at.
If I call spaghetti,
I don't talk to Italians then.
a noodle. Oh, baby.
No.
Anytime I say noodle, Italy
Jay
wants to
Bud,
disown me.
What's the matter with you?
Jerry,
It's a big deal,
Jerry
huh?
Soma heard me say noodle, talk about spaghetti. Lost his mind.
He got up.
Okay. All right, you can only eat one kind of nut for the rest of your life. What nut do you go with?
I love a cashew.
Yeah.
I'm cashew all day.
Kind of shocked to hear Fancy Pants over here go with the cashew. Thought you'd be an almond or a pistachio girl.
Pistachios are nice, but I just love a cashew.
Those pistachios got me on the run. $9 bags. I'm buying them left and right.
Have you had a macadamia nut?
I do. I'm a pistachio smoked almond guy. I like when I eat an almond, I get the remnants on my fingertips. That's what I want.
You like the sugar-coated almonds.
Smokehouse.
That's what you really like is the flavoring on, not necessarily the nut.
Almond nut.
So you could still do that on any other one, right?
The almond.
Your nut has to be plain. You get no sugar. Stop ruining Kevin's game.
I'm not ruining the game. Almonds and pistachios are my jam. I love all nuts, but it goes. I'm in a pistachio run right now. I'll go almonds.
Okay.
I'm doing this one, so I'll do the opposite.
I'm with Virginia cashew. If I'm going just taste, flavor cashew is number one. I go peanut second.
Peanut?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Denny's, I'm working with some basic peanut people.
I mean, peanut is the cheapest nut. That's why when you get the mixed nuts, there's a bunch of peanuts in it.
Oh, okay. When you get the candy in there with the nuts mixed in there with the it's the best.
Big fan, huh?
He gets to bring it back to the candy.
I'm talking about that trail mix I keep talking. Chewy, sweet,
yeah.
and sticky. It's at Publix and it's amazing.
Okay, and got one more random food question for you. Burritos with rice or with potatoes, which is better?
I mean, both. How can't you do both? But I see for the game, I understand.
One is more breakfast and one is more lunch and dinner.
Love them both.
You
and
do.
I would do both at the same time normally.
Yeah.
I'm going to go potato because sometimes people make some whack-ass rice, man.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes people make old rice.
Old rice?
Yeah, it just tastes old and hard even though it's new.
I would hope for this it's a fresh rice. I think I'm going to go with rice. Potatoes, it's thick a lot of
too
times.
much.
It's too much.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Kevin's got that BAT, that bat, bitch-ass tummy.
Oh.
It's a little too carb heavy for me. It's like, we're just trying to, how do you even get that down?
When I get those burrito bowls, I don't even
Yeah.
do rice. I do like spinach.
I'm just a different person than you guys.
I know, you hate it.
He loves his carbs.
I hate what you do to your bowls.
When you need a laugh, you need our mobile app. Download it free. Just search 97.9 WRMF. Now back to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF.
So when I say this celebrity name, do you think more about the talent that they have and what they have done in their career, or more about that scandal that stuck to them like a fart?
It depends. What did they do?
Okay.
Well, think about someone like a Bill Cosby. I don't know if you think about his comedy right away.
Never.
No. I got to tell you,
done.
he is not getting away from that.
Nope.
That's always going to be there for him. What about, say, for instance, a Robert Downey Jr.? We had mentioned him this week. I mean, you're going back 15, 20 years, probably 20 years now that he had all those drug arrests and it seemed like he just couldn't get his life together.
I don't think of his scandal. I think of a champion who got through a scandal. That's a big-time star now.
Really don't even think too much about that. That just seems like ancient history. I'm thinking Iron Man and all the successes he's had and the movies he's done. I think of one of the greatest actors that we have today. What about Morgan Freeman? Remember that little story about him dating his step-granddaughter?
I was talking to my dad the last time my dad was here, and he was really up on the dirt. He seems to think he's still dating his step-granddaughter.
Well, I'm glad one of the Pennington boys actually cares about my dirt of the day.
Well,
I don't know if he's still dating her, but I know that it was pretty scandalous when it broke.
but I still think of Morgan Freeman as Morgan Freeman the actor.
Yeah.
Oh, Morgan Freeman. His voice.
He got busted because they were in a car accident.
Yeah.
And people figured out that, oh, wait a minute, there's something romantic going on between him and his step-granddaughter.
He also had some #MeToo stories out there for a little bit that didn't catch so far. I still think of him as the actor. The scandals, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm mindful of it, but it doesn't affect my overall perception at all of him.
V?
And maybe we just don't know about the dirty stuff. Yeah, I think of the actor.
Okay.
I think of Shawshank and all that.
What about Tom Cruise? Do you think about the actor, or do you think about the crazy behavior where he's jumping on Oprah's couch? And really, he hasn't done anything illegal. He just got weird.
I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise's movies.
Yeah.
I think he's a lunatic, but it doesn't affect. I still see Tom Cruise more of the actor than the lunatic. He's more Tom Cruise the guy.
I can't shake the lunatic.
Really?
I can't.
A lot of people can't. I think I'm in the minority on that one. I'm in the minority report.
And I don't know why. It doesn't seem fair. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is getting arrested for drugs nonstop.
Yeah,
And
I mean, people don't like people knock him for his religion because people are against Scientology because there's been some scandalous stuff with that.
Okay. Roseanne Barr.
I think of the scandal.
Yeah, where she was tagged with that racist rant on Twitter.
Definitely, I think of the scandal.
Before her comedy now.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Pee Wee Herman.
Definitely Scandal.
I think of him tugging it, dog, and I don't want to. Talk about a guy out of that list
I know.
He should be.
He was in an adult theater, and that is basically what you think of when you say Pee Wee Herman now.
Because there were so many jokes, and it's a private thing you do.
Eddie Murphy, you even remember he picked up a hooker named Divine Brown?
It's there, but it's not. It doesn't override what Eddie Murphy's done.
That was Eddie Murphy?
I can't even forgot that it was him. I thought that was Hugh Grant.
I thought it was Hugh Grant.
It might be, the Divine Brown might be mixed up, but Eddie Murphy did pick up a prostitute at one point.
I think he picked up a tranny, right? Transvestite, I believe.
Can't remember. I just know that he picked up, I remember he picked a prostitute up. It was a thing, and he had said something along the lines.
I was just trying to help. Transvestite prostitute, I think, was Eddie Murphy's story.
He did the whole "I'm a good Samaritan." I was trying to help her. It was like 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Eddie?
I'm trying to help her get in my car.
Yeah, it didn't seem right.
It didn't flush out.
Snoop Dogg. Do you think about everything Snoop Dogg is, or do you remember the fact that he was on trial for murder once?
I don't even know about the murder stuff.
Really? You don't
Did
remember?
I forget?
Oh, man.
It was like 93, 94, somewhere around there, right about as soon as his career got going.
It was a big deal. I think he even has a song at the end. I'm innocent. He says that at the end. It was a big deal. I remember that.
Who died?
Someone got killed. They thought Snoop did it, but he was innocent. Huh. He won.
Okay.
But yeah, he's had other scandals, though. He's been arrested a bunch of times for weed, but, I mean, it's Snoop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to fault a guy for that.
Well, in fact, it only helps Snoop's cred. If
Totally. Did you see the video he posted on Instagram? So they hooked up this giant bowl to a leaf blower, and they have so much pot smoke coming out of the end of this leaf blower. People are just walking up to it, and it's like... It's like a fog. You can't see the people on the other side of the cloud. And all these people, it's like out at a festival or something.
Did that for 420?
I think he did. I think it was actually 421. And he was like, still smoking.
Okay. All right, what about this? Do you remember their talent or their scandal? John Travolta. He was accused of being inappropriate with some massage workers.
We've heard about him.
Yeah, there was a couple interesting little things about him. And it, I think, involved some dudes, but I don't think anything at all of any John Travolta scandal. I just think of a sweet, lovable dude.
But there was #MeToo stories out there, but they ended up going away.
I don't really remember any of them at all.
You still see your Danny Zuko?
I do.
I think he's the kind of guy that maybe like will proposition you, but won't be aggressive about it.
If you're like, no,
he's not going to pull a Weinstein on you, but he might show you his junk.
Hey, Kevin, let's get weird. Come on, let's get weird.
If you're into it, then he's into it.
Reese Witherspoon. Do you remember her yelling at a cop when drunk and sounding entitled, or do you remember the Sweet Home Alabama? And
so anytime a celebrity does the whole, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
And I kind of think of that more when I still think of her as an actress, but I think of that scandal.
Yeah, I think of both.
I do too.
I love her character, Elle Woods of Legally Blonde. It's hard for me to not see her as Elle.
Okay.
She's in a good HBO series right now.
She is, yeah. She's been doing some good stuff.
With Nicole Kidman, who
I've heard good things about that one.
You would like that
News
show.
Or something like that, or Sunday Morning or Sunday News or something like that. I can't remember.
I'm bad at names.
Yeah.
And remembering.
Okay, what about our boy Justin Bieber? Do you see his talent, or do you still think of, he peed in a mop bucket, he got arrested for drag racing in Miami?
It's weird. I still see that. I still see the punky kid. It's odd.
I think he's really trying hard to shake it, and it's odd. It's really stuck to him.
And I think, too, sometimes you can publicly over-try to be sweet and innocent to where Virginians go,
Yeah.
See? We ain't buying it.
I feel like he's still riding his stank more than anything else. It depends on, I guess, who you talk to. My family, who are big believers, they don't see any of that. They just see a very talented artist. They love his new song, Peaches. Oh, my gosh, they love that.
One of my favorites is to Google or YouTube Justin Bieber yelling at his fans. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And there's a few videos out there.
Yeah, let's keep that in the forefront.
Yeah.
This is the guy that we're all thinking he's changed.
It's interesting how some things stick to people and others don't.
He's so big, he's going to always get crap from people.
Probably. Yeah, maybe that's just it. So he can't get around it. Still can't shake the little bratty behavior he had as a teen for many people. Justin Bieber there. We were talking about, what do you think about the talent or the scandal around them? Interesting how some celebrities can shake it, others can't. Mel Gibson, I think, is going to be forever tainted. He's one of those ones that there's nothing left for him to do.
Well, it's hard to look at Mel Gibson and not remember those rants.
Yeah, because I think you saw enough that you're just like, at the core, he's not a great person.
Well, whether you forgave him or not, I think it's hard to forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it still comes up.
And he had quite a few.
He did. Yeah,
he had those voicemail messages that he left for his baby mama. Like, they were hard to listen to.
Yeah. Michael Jackson. There's just odd stories all around him. And I think, a lot of us probably with a little bit of guilt in our conscience really enjoy his music still. But you're like, I don't know what he was doing.
Still turn up Thriller when it comes on, I notice.
Yeah. Could have been some bad stuff. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of guilty. You got to listen to Michael a little bit more quiet now. But
well, it depends. Some people are able to separate the art, and some people are not. It's always going to be a debate. It's going to always go on, and you're never going to win. It's one of those ones we're going to get half your audience. No, how dare you, Kevin?
Coming up, I've got a critical piece of information. Guys, especially, you need to listen to this. What is the number one key to a good sex life? I'll tell you next.
The KVJ Show will be right back. 97.9 WRMF.
Got to listen up to this. The key to a good sex life. Fellas, take note. Researchers, they dug into this, and they found that the key to a good sex life is...
Taking up the trash.
Well, could be. Might play into it.
Adding into the room?
Oh, he thinks it's a pleasure device.
It might even be easier than that.
Really?
Because honestly, if this isn't done first and right, none of that other stuff is going to matter, especially the... They say... What?
Yeah.
Do you want to keep cutting Kevin off? Oh, my God.
I'm just going to wait till you talk ech time.
I apologize, Kevin. I don't know what's going on. And she's the one that didn't even drink today. Let the man speak.
Sorry. I'm getting excited.
They say the key to a good sex life is a woman who is not tired. They say women who get better sleep have better sex lives, and sleep is even more important than other major factors like communication, exercise, taking out the trash, and... How about that?
Huh.
That's what it really is. And I think you've talked about that. When you're busy, you're running around, you're tired, you're frazzled, the last thing on your mind is sex. So if you can find a way to organize your schedule in your life to be rested or find those moments when your woman is, that is your best chance of having not only sex, but good sex.
I like it.
How about that? Simple, right?
I'm a true believer in that sleep.
Look at Ross and getting us all horny up in here.
Put that in your sleep number ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Had our KVJ draft today for board games. Jaybird got the first overall pick and went with Connect 4, Candyland, and Twister. Denny's got Monopoly, Scrabble, and Mousetrap. Virginia got Clue, Life, and Operation. Suits drafted out Yahtzee, Sorry, and Battleship. And I got Chess, Risk, and Trivial Pursuit. And tomorrow at 7:30, we're going to announce who got the most votes and who is the winner. I was just kind of doing a quick glance on what I'm seeing on our Facebook page just with the comments. And it seems like Virginia's getting a lot of votes.
Finally, some respect around here.
It's witches season.
I would say Virginia, and I see a lot of Denny's up there. I don't think I've gotten maybe 3 votes. So apparently people really do hate chess. So that apparently was not a good pick.
You went the smug route.
Is Bird not even a factor? Is he not a blip
You're
on the
getting
map?
a few. I think I'm going to finish last with Chess, Risk, and Trivial Pursuit. I'm thinking.
I got Twister up in that piece. Who doesn't love Twister? Naked Twister?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say naked Twister.
How fun would it be to do KVJ naked strip Twister?
If you can't say it, we can't play it.
Dog, I've been struggling.
Gotta say it to play it.
I've been struggling all day.
Try again, Pumpkin.
Naked Twister. Let's play it. KVJ Naked Twister.
Look at that.
Why am I
In
dancing?
your face.
Why am I dancing for you?
Yeah.
Because you're half drunk.
This alcohol,
it's making him trip out.
I think I'm tripping.
Yeah.
This alcohol. And Denny's looked up. There's some kind of woodworm in this thing.
Yeah, wormwood is what it's called.
Which has some kind of cousin of tripping.
Hallucinogenic property?
There's some kind of a hallucinogenic property in here.
Yeah, and I had to wear this shirt today.
Damn.
Kevin's is turning into a worm, man. Check me out.
Something else other than voting on who won the KVJ draft, we have a quick poll up there and a question for you. The last thing you bought online is your weapon in battle. What are you fighting your enemies with? So we're getting a lot of interesting responses on that. We'll talk about that more tomorrow on the KVJ
I love
Show.
that. That's awesome.
That is a fun question. So a lot of good stuff on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Make sure you go and follow us. After the Show podcast coming up here in minutes. You can see it on YouTube live, or you can get it anytime on demand. Also on our free 97.9 WRMF app podcasts. Right there.
Just waiting for Virginia to stop texting.
I was just looking to see what the last thing I bought online was. I'm excited about that bit.
I think you'll like this one.
Oh, your thought?
You can't change the truth, but the truth can change you.
Okay. Bye, Mom.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.